who stop on by to tell me hello, who give me the big ups, who tell me, Sue, you know, that topic is no, thank you. I have a little bit of everything in my audience. I have a little bit of everything. So I appreciate it so very much. I thank all of them for giving me the strength to keep up on this journey. You know, it's a lot of times when we look at the news and we lose our focus and we lose our spirit, but we're not going to do that today. So we're going to keep up the conversation. I want to welcome you once again. This is Suzette Speaks, live on your radio every Thursday and Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Let me start by, because we have so much to go on the Fire Friday, let me start by telling you a little bit about the family friendly events where you can grab a backpack for your kids. There are a lot of community events. Check with your cities. Good Friday to you. I see you watching online. Big up everybody watching online. So Family Friend Day by the Youth Department at the First Baptist Church tomorrow, Saturday, 12 to 4:30 p.m. If you don't know, that's right off of Broward Boulevard near 441, the First Baptist Church of Plantation. First Baptist Church of Plantation, 150 Northwest 46th Avenue, Plantation, Florida. First Baptist Church is doing a back-to-school fun day. Look at that. 12 to 4:30 p.m. Get ready for a day of bonding, making memories, and enjoying a wide range of fun-filled activities as its kids get ready for back to school. Big up First Baptist Church of Plantation. We also have a back-to-school event tomorrow from 11 to 1:30 at the University of Fort Lauderdale. That's in Lauderdale, back-to-school event. Come one, come all. The first 125 school-age children will get free back-to-school items. And again, we know the parents are looking for these wonderful events as they prepare for their back to school. So again, that's tomorrow, August 9th, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. University of Fort Lauderdale, located at 4131 Northwest 16th Street, 4131 16th Street, Lauderdale. Yes? Basically right across from the Lauderdale Mall, just south. Excuse me, just north of the Lauderdale Mall. So University of Fort Lauderdale, 4131 Northwest 16th Street, Lauderdale. And they are going to have a back-to-school event. Children must be present to receive the school supplies. The first 125 school-age children will get supplies while supplies last. They must be present, though. That's August 9th, tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 1:30. Also, check with your other cities. I saw something. West Park just had something. City of Delray Beach just had something. I saw Sunrise had their night out. And they're back to school. Listen, the community is working and we are getting ready for the kids to be back in school next week, Monday. Get ready for more traffic too. On top of that, I want to give you some news you can use because state of Florida has now made several items, hurricane preparedness items, permanently tax-free as of August 1st. Now, what does that mean? So the state of Florida, this is not legal advice. Hello, this is not tax advice. I have to just give you a disclaimer, but this is just for informational purposes only. There is now a list of Florida hurricane preparedness items that once were seasonally tax-free, now any day of the week, every day, permanently. These items include batteries of specific sizes are all tax exempt. No more taxes. So you have to pay for it, but you don't have to pay the Florida sales tax. So AA batteries, AAA batteries, C cell, D cell, 6 volt and 9 volt batteries are now in the state of Florida permanently. No more taxes on those. Other items include bicycle helmets. Now, I did want to understand how the bicycle helmet is a hurricane preparedness item. I don't know. Yeah, I know you draw for a lot of things during hurricane preparation, but okay, they put the bicycle helmet on there. Carbon monoxide alarms. These are very important, ladies and gentlemen, because you'll want to make sure carbon monoxide in your home is detectable and it is odorless. You can't smell it, you can't see it. And unfortunately, what the engine of many cars produce, of course, carbon monoxide, is one of the most deadliest gases. So they have detectors, just like they have smoke detectors for carbon monoxide. Every home should have one. So carbon monoxide alarms mean a device that is meant for the purpose of detecting carbon monoxide that produces a distinct audible alarm, and that meets the requirements of and is approved by the Florida Building Commission. So those are on non-tax lists now. Fire extinguishers. Many of us use and have in our homes. I know I have one, just in case of emergency. A fire extinguisher is now tax-free permanently in the state of Florida. I'm just going over the list of items now that the state government has made permanently tax-free. They're the hurricane preparedness items that normally go tax-free during certain times of year. As of August 1st, they have made it, the state of Florida, signed by Ron DeSantis, have made these items permanently tax-free. So life jackets are on there, portable gas cans, for carry gas, any capacity 5 gallons or less, those gas containers. Portable generators as well, producing 10,000 running watts or less. So if you have a generator, it's now tax-free. Smoke detectors as well are on the list. Sunscreen, I use a lot of sunscreen. I was like, hey, sunscreen, but then they put excludes cosmetics or other products that are not primarily intended to absorb, reflect, or scatter ultraviolet radiation. Listen, I use sunscreen. When I go to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, my sunscreen better be tax-free, and I'm gonna ask them for real. Me, I go ask, because it's supposed to be tax-free. Also, what the island people call tarpaulin. You guys know tarpaulin. Tarpaulins, let's say the proper way. Tarpaulins, waterproof tarpaulins are tax-free. Flexible waterproof tarps and sheets, etc. 1,000 square feet or less, and the list goes on. So just to give you an idea that we in the state of Florida, anytime there's changes, big changes in laws and such, I wanted to bring it to you. And one of those big changes now is that many hurricane preparedness items, things that you buy in preparation for a hurricane, are tax-free. I do want them to put some other items that I think would be really good. It's not on the list, but I wish I had, bottled water. Hello, we definitely buy that. Another item. But anyway, so here's a start. So state of Florida has made these items tax-free. Other stories I wanted to touch on today. One of them I teased with you yesterday. We talked a little bit about the ICE agents lifting their requirements of being a certain age or under a certain age, right? Now, some of you guys did respond to me on social media. Hello, everybody has an opinion, and yours is important too, but everybody has one. But the story was that ICE, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the people who have been making headlines, arresting people for not being documented here in the United States, according to the Department of Homeland Security's announcement yesterday, now has changed their policy and removed any age restrictions from becoming an ICE agent. So I was looking at some of the numbers. They have about 10,000 ICE agents, and they want another 10,000. So what are they doing? They're also setting up incentives for people to apply to be ICE agents. So provided they meet the other qualifications, age is not anymore restricted. The agency is actively recruiting and offering incentives like, this is important, 50,000 bonus. Now I looked it up. You don't get the 50,000 one time. You get it over a period of years. So you have to stay there to get the 50,000. Listen, what I'm telling you is not 50,000 straight in your pocket. So don't get fooled. It is a 50,000 bonus paid over several years of employment. Nonetheless, you get $50,000 overtime of employment, and student loan forgiveness is possible becoming an ICE agent. So it's very interesting. The article on their website, the Department of Homeland Security website, www.dhs.gov. Department of Homeland Security, I was reading a press release, just touching on it again in case you missed the show yesterday, but it was very interesting that Secretary Kristi Noem, unveils no age limit for patriotic Americans to join ICE law enforcement to help remove worst of the worst from the United States. That is the article title on the Department of Homeland Security's page, U.S. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem today announced the U.S. Immigration and Customs, this was yesterday, will waive age limits for new applicants, even so that more patriots, as they say, patriotic people will qualify to join ICE in its mission to arrest murderers, pedophiles, gang members, rapists, and other illegal aliens from America's streets. That is the official government website saying this. Guys, not my words. That's on the DHS. Oh, how far we've come. All ICE law enforcement recruits, according to the website of Department of Homeland Security, will be required to go through medical screening, drug testing, and complete a physical fitness test. But the main headline was, quote, "We are ending the age cap for ICE law enforcement," said Secretary Kristi Noem. This was actually a press conference from the 6th on Independence Day. Me, I come off of this, because me, I gonna talk some positive independence news. We're gonna shift back to Trinidad and Tobago. So as I was telling you, and there's a lot going on with people decolonizing spaces. And what does that mean? It looks like there are places and statues that have been symbolic in the Caribbean, around South America, Central America, and even here in the United States, especially during the Black Lives Matter movement, that had strong symbolism, excuse me, for what was a very brutal and destructive even part of history, right? But in Trinidad and Tobago, just on August 6th, I see video online, the Christopher Columbus statue, this is according to The Voice Online. This is a story just published 2 hours ago. I think the mainstream media is just picking up. You know, we bring you news here first on Voice of the Caribbean. This is Suzette Speaks. Tell your friend that Suzette is speaking. Hello, somebody. Also, listen, I'm also getting ready to kick off my my event series. Shout out to everybody watching online. I see you, Smooth Approach. I see you, Pastor David Blissett. I see you, Madrell. What's up? Thank you for coming by. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on the apps, big up yourself. Big up everybody watching on the app. That's for my people who have downloaded the Voice of the Caribbean app that's available in the App Store on Google Play, you know, or on the iPhone. And you can take us wherever you go. We have such a high listenership on the app. It's lovely, man. The community is really supportive. And I told y'all, we got some big changes coming. I can't say what it is. But Voice of the Caribbean is growing bigger and better and stronger and stronger. And we have a good oh gosh, I'm so excited for it. I can't tell you what it is. You got to keep it locked. We got some changes coming, y'all. Very exciting changes that will allow us to increase our reach here across the community. Anyway, I'll get off that before Mike gets in trouble with Mikey. Anyway, the story that really caught my eye last night was that the Christopher Columbus. Now, my dad, he's old school Jamaican. My dad, you know what he called him? He called him, it's not my word, it's my father. My father calls him Christopher Combosos. That's what he says. Anytime he talks about him, he's like, yeah, man, Christopher Combosos. I said, Daddy, why are you doing the man name like that? Anyway, so Christopher Combosos. No, just kidding. Okay, the article from The Voice Online says, Christopher Columbus statue has been removed from the public square in Trinidad and Tobago. The Christopher Columbus statue in Trinidad and Tobago was taken down on August 6th and now will be placed in a museum. A statue of Christopher Columbus has been removed from the public square again in TNT. The statue was removed from Columbus Square in the capital Port of Spain by Port of Spain City Council following extensive discussions and technical assessment. Also, the council says there are plans to rename the square from the name Columbus Square. There are plans to build a new monument to honor the victims of the subsequent genocide. Hello, their words, reading from The Voice Online. That Columbus's so-called, that's why my father said Christopher Columbus. The so-called discovery, quote unquote. How you discover people that's already there? You discovered a place, but we have already been here. We were already here, indigenous peoples. Many argue that there were Africans that were already traveling to the Americas well before. Hello, y'all don't want the history. Y'all don't want the history. Okay. Only place you find pyramids is in Mexico and in Africa. How that happen? They want to tell you it's aliens. It's you people. Yo, let me calm down. Anyway, back to Trinidad and Tobago. Port of Spain Mayor Chinua Aline made the announcement of the statue's removal on August 1st as Trinidad and Tobago celebrated their Emancipation Day too. They're right with us. So right in the same season, he said more than 140 years later, restoration and repair require that as we ensure the yet to be born revere our ancestors like Kwame Ture, we also ensure that they learn our colonial history in its most appropriate historical context. Listen, may I have more to tell you. May I come back right after this break. All right, don't go nowhere. Love or no. More after this.
Let Broward County Transit take you to the summer fun and experience the natural beauty of South Florida. Enjoy sunset views from your paddleboard and explore one of the many Broward County parks. Simply catch a ride with Broward.
I do not want to get I don't want to get copyrighted. Let me see if I can. This is such an intense camera. I'm not sure what to think about it. There's a camera like right here. I don't even know how I look without. That's a very intense camera. I don't know what's going on. Hit the like button, y'all. Y'all can't hear the music. Shout out to everybody watching. That's a very intense camera. I kind of want to try that. I don't know. Is it seeing my face? That's an intense camera. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna tape with this camera. It's on this mic. Guys, I think I might do a little Facebook because how are you? Happy Friday, everybody watching. Thank you so much for watching. I might do a little bit of a separate video so I can upload it as a let me first of all get the other news story I wanted to cover was the so Trinidad and Tobago. There's another news story I wanted to cover, which was the redistricting fight in Florida. That is similar to Texas redistricting. Oh yes, I was gonna play the Texas clip. Redistricting. Let me do a definition because people don't know what it means. Divide and organize a new political school or districts. Okay. Redistricting fight in Florida. And I wanted to let the people know how crazy it is. That it's crazy. This camera, I'm gonna go for it. I hope I don't look crazy afterwards in the video. All right, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna just do some straight video so I can make clips. Thank you guys. Have a good day.